Welcome back to the show, and as we continue our Pride celebration, we had to tell you about a comedy show happening at the Northwest Film Forum. It showcases 3 Black trans comedians from right here in the PNW, and we are thrilled to be joined by one of them, Mixed DAHLIA BELLE, along with Randy Ford from the Lavender Rights Project. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you for having us.
We are so excited to talk about this. First, I have to ask, tell us about the Black Trans Comedy Showcase.
Yes, well, so the Black Trans Comedy Showcase is a fundraiser event for the Lavender Rights Project. We chose to center Black trans comedians in response to all of the anti-trans legislation that we continue to see and the punch-down comedy that we've seen hit headlines, you know, and so we're taking our power back. And so Mixed DAHLIA BELLE actually pointed me towards the rest of the comedians that you'll see. It's Mixed DAHLIA BELLE, Chocolate the Entertainer, Mitch Mitchell, and Molten Decadence will be hosting the event. And it's a fundraiser for LRP. We are a client-centered advocacy organization, and so we work to protect and uplift Black trans women and femmes through our direct services, which is legal representation and financial aid.
Thank you for, I was just going to ask you what Lavender Rights Project is. DAHLIA, how did you get into comedy?
I got into comedy by just giving wrong answers all the time. And also, like, it was a good way for me to take all the hardships or difficulties and challenges in my life and turn them into just a celebration of how amazing I am.
So, absolutely. Has trans impacted your comedy? I mean, is that kind of where you go with it?
I would say being trans has impacted my comedy in the sense that I actually know what I'm talking about when I make trans jokes, so that's convenient.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, but other than being talented and gorgeous, I don't know that it's impacted me beyond that.
Well, I mean, you've got the whole package right here,
I
up in
know.
here. Randy, the Lavender Rights Project is putting this comedy showcase on. You are, I mean, we talked a little bit about what you do, but why are you prioritizing Black trans comedians?
Well, simply, the work is not over when it comes to advocating for Black trans rights and trans issues. You know, our organization, we fight to advocate for stronger policy change as well too. And this comedy show is a reflection of how we approach our work. We do a lot of things, but we know we center individuals and amplify and empower those individuals so that we can then see that greater trans magic flourish throughout the community.
That's beautiful. It's true, because last year was still the deadliest year for Black trans people. The work is not done. Actually, I asked you, DAHLIA, about your necklace. You have a little mini brick on your necklace. Tell us what about that is.
Genuine brick, crafted by a fan of mine, Judy Katz, and being distributed by my co-conspirator, Carlos Kareem Wyndham. It commemorates Stonewall and, you know, what Pride is really all about.
Which it goes back to what really Pride the month was based on, was the Stonewall
Throwing bricks
riots.
at cops.
And we can get into that later. But really it is about speaking out and having that voice. Also, comedy. What do you think it is about comedy that tears so much down?
I think that's a two-part answer. Like, for those within my own community, comedy allows us to. Too much of the trans narrative is wrapped up in, like, our tragedies and pain and things of that sort. So being able to take that and turn it into a celebration for us and a source of pride in our experience, I think is very nice. And it also allows a palatable and relatable way for outsiders to, you know, kind of get their feet wet.
Absolutely.
With something they don't understand.
I see that. Randy, how can people get involved? How can people support and participate in the fundraiser?
Yeah, so we are actually sold out of in-person tickets, which is super
congratulations.
amazing. Oh my gosh, but we have plenty of live streaming tickets available. And if people go to bit.ly/BTC S22, Black Trans Comedy Showcase 22. They can buy a $5 virtual ticket. There's a text to give that we're going to be fundraising all day. That's going to be up. And they can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Lavender Rights Project, not the Lavender Project. You'll find a field of flowers. Okay, it is Lavender Rights Project. And our Twitter is at Lavender Rights P.
Lavender Rights Project. And I love, by the way, you were bringing the lavender on your lips and your eyes today.
Something. Yes, thank you so much.
Well, thank you both so much for explaining this to us. And break a leg at the show.
Thank you.
Can't wait to hear more. We'll be in touch with finding out how it went.